Well, they said it couldn't be done. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. They said you couldn't use metal in a weed eater. Couldn't find the coil, a little plastic thing goes in it. I got this wire. I always wondered why they didn't use wire. Maybe there's a good reason for it. But it seems a lot stronger than the plastic. All right, let's see. Is this thing? That's not good. Let's see if it works. Cut my leg off. Seems to work. Yeah. I think it works pretty good. I think we got us a new invention. A new invention idea. So obviously I'm not home. Or I'm not home. I had some weed eating to do. I thought I'd get on here for a minute. Damn. That's a heavy ass door. Now this ain't the usual video, of course. This is just me out here weed eating. Weed eating. It broke. The wire broke. Damn, that was quick. Well, I got that done. Got that little bit done. All right, pick this door back up. Door's heavy. This old garage, thought about making a model out of it. Be like a showroom, you know? You see your Ferrari just sitting there in this old garage. All right, let's see. This is the coil. That's what's supposed to go in it. How that shit goes in it, I don't know. Oh, never was good at putting these things in. Even worse at holding the phone and doing this at the same time. So, take a piece broke off of it. So I got that old human dummy. I had a partial torso to try on it and see how it looked. I think as far as the colors and all goes, it looks pretty good. Hard part's going to be taking all those little legs and arms and breaking them into smaller pieces and then connecting them all so that they move like fluidly and not look fake. My first models I made, they all suffered from rigor mortis. BeamNG's got one of mine on his web channel, on his YouTube channel. And I'm sitting there with my arms out, like kind of like an expression, like, what? You know, like your arms are out, like, man, what is it? But the arms are stiff like damn, like wood. Yeah. Tell you who's good at that stuff's Crash Hard. He's got a damn dummy, really good for that car. People asking me about the car. You know, the dummies, the cars aren't very dummy friendly. There's not any like really support for them. So you got the frame of the car, right? But you also got the the inside, the console stuff, and most of that stuff doesn't even have collisions. They're just like there for graphics. They're not really part of anything. So if you wanted him to like hit his head on the steering wheel, you'd have to make something there. Hidden J-beam, which most problems they fall through the damn floor of the car. So you got to like kind of put wires underneath the car, and the wires underneath the car work as like braces. They like hold him up so he don't fall through. How's it been going? Who is you? Who is you? I ask myself that question sometimes. Crazy madman who spends all his life in BeamNG, world editor. I hardly ever play the game. Hardly ever play it. It's fun though. I play it a lot when I'm testing stuff, but I don't actually get time to play the game. Or if I did play it, I couldn't play it very long, or I'd start getting other ideas for things I want to try to make. Shit happens in other games too. I'll be playing like The Last of Us Part 2. I'll walk through somewhere and I'll say, oh man, that'd be really good to have that as a model. Go into photo mode and get a bunch of pictures of it and send it to reality capture and make a 3D model. I did that with a few things. It really never does quite look good when you capture another asset from a game though. I mean, they look alright, but they're never going to look real. They're going to look as good as what they look like in the other game. So I was trying to tell people about that Google Earth. They got filters on that stuff that make it have more vibrancy and more, I don't know, it makes stuff stand out more. But it also give me a minute here and kind of feed this thing through here. See, I got it on there. I just got to put that through there. I'm not the mechanic type. Nope. I done some mechanic work. Took me all day long to change a water pump one time. I know it took about 12 hours, at least. Now I can't find the end of the thing that goes on there. God, I thought. What did I do with it? Yeah, I don't. It goes on the end. Oh, here it is. I guess I just close it back. Alright, I think I have it. That's a cord. Damn, man. This ain't working. I bet nobody's surprised. Okay. I see no reason why it shouldn't work. Somebody knows. Can I speak Farsi? I don't know what Farsi is, man. I don't know what that is. Never heard of it. I speak a little Vietnamese, a little French, a little Mexican, or Latino Spanish, whatever you want to call it, and a little bit of Hindi. That's about it. But I don't know much, just the basics, like hello, how you doing, thank you. That's pretty much it. Kasi ho, shukriya, fil malinge, for Hindi. Kasi ho, hello, shukriya, thank you, and fil malinge, see you again. And in Vietnamese, it's xin chào, for hello, and come on. I can't do it good. Come on. It's like come on. Come on for thank you, and Dong Bin for see you later. Dong Bin, that one I can do pretty good. Yeah, that's about it. And of course Spanish, I know a pretty good bit of that. Not a lot, not enough to carry a conversation. I probably know enough to get me in trouble. Somebody saying stuff I shouldn't say, probably. Oh, I do tell my wife all the time that the kayate. Shut up. Kayate. I always remember that one because it sounds like karate. Kayate. And millones. That's how many subscribers we need. 1 milliones. I learned that stuff from just working in the restaurant. You have stuff on the sink. They had both the languages on there, so when you're bored, you ain't got nothing to do. Hell, you just start reading stuff. Reading the egg stuff, like Producto de Huevo Liquido. So liquid egg product. Yeah. I didn't do half bad cooking though. That ain't something I got distracted doing. That was just like one of those crazy people back there that's all they did was cook. Not much good for nothing else but cooking. Rewind line. See, I done got it all messed up now. Start to wonder if this is the wrong one for that. I don't know. See, this one's a bigger one. I don't think you're supposed to put the entire damn thing in there at one time. Are you? That ain't going in there. It ain't gonna do it. The maps, I love the maps and the tornado stuff. You do on BeamNG, is there crash particles debris mod that you have to make other debris makes to yeah. Well, the particles don't have bounce. They're not like the Niagara particles that are in Unreal. They have actually bounce to them. I think they ought to have a one-time bounce. I think it would be very cool. But I also know all that stuff costs performance. And the way I understand it is we're getting DLSS, and getting the other one, the AMD FrameGen FSR3. But Car Killer said that he said that AMD's coming first, then DLSS. I don't know. Maybe they all got AMDs over there. I don't know. But, I feel bad for them if they do. I was just messing with AMD folks. Nah, they said that they gotta get the Vulkan fixed. It's not good enough yet for them to really do a lot of stuff that they want to do. I don't know about the Vulkan. I just know it's holding back a lot of updates. And I get the idea that when I talk to them about my particles and the fact that they don't want to use them because of the way that I had to do them, they don't seem very interested in remedying the situation. They keep telling me the same thing. They keep telling me, well, if you edit these particles and you do all this work and then we do something with them, then it's going to be pretty much a waste of time. I thought not really. I mean, not really. I mean, if you mod stuff, you expect it to go. You expect things to change in early access, so that's kind of a given. But it is a big problem, and it'd really be a problem if everybody did it. Well, you'd have to know particles would not work right. There'd be particles that work. They're supposed to be there. Some wouldn't be there. Some wouldn't be there. Some would be there. It'd load the same one 5 times because there's 5 different mods that got it. I just did find yesterday where the damn stuff for the sky is at. I was trying to find the gradients that handle the fog gradient, and I found that's in the BeamNG.zip. The art shapes stuff used to be in there too, but they moved it out like 2 updates ago. But that's where your sky stuff is at. If you ever need to edit anything for the sky. I took the no material picture, and I changed it. It didn't work though. I changed it to say, ha ha. Well, it looks like you done something wrong. This little text on there. But yeah, that didn't work. It just locked up the Lua stuff, whatever. It said expecting the number but got Neil or some shit. Or something. Yeah. I had to get out the house, man. You start working in that house, man, too long, and man, you'll forget, man, your friends and family will forget who you are. You got to go back out and reintroduce yourself to everybody. That's about usually when power goes out. We do that. We go to all these. We get the power go out. Nobody knows what the hell to do. Ain't nothing to do. The MotorStorm track, that's coming along. Not coming along as fast as I'd like. But I know what I'm going to do with it. It's just a matter of putting the work in. I probably will just record a bunch of stuff. You have a question if I got time? I have time. I'm trying to put this thing together. It's not working on the weeder. But yeah, I'll see if I can answer it. I'm one of them ones, I kind of need a teleprompter, you know what I mean? I gotta have my notes in front of me. Like a dumbass out here talking about this stuff without my notes. No, I do know a lot. I do. I'm just messing with you. Just if it's something simple, I can probably explain it here. It's kind of crazy. I live stream on here and a few people hop right in, but a live stream on a computer, I don't see nobody in there. Hey, I don't blame you one bit. Them live streams are pretty boring. It's boring enough doing some of this stuff, and explaining how to do it takes time, and explaining it how to do it thoroughly that makes sense to people take even more time. And if you're not careful, you overcomplicate it, and you make it more difficult to follow. Somebody told me, they said, your video to make a J-beam in 2 minutes is going to take longer than that. They said because I'm not clear enough about the steps to do, they have to rewatch 10 times to get all the stuff down that they need to know. Yeah. So I said, well, I have to redo that one day, make J-beam in 3 minutes. Eventually, man, I'd like to get into the car stuff, the whole car stuff, but it's so much stuff involved. And mostly people's already done it. You know, it's like that's what everybody else is doing. And I kind of like trying to do things that no one's doing, the things that are unique. Like a rat that crosses the road that you can run over. or a big girl that bounces everywhere she lands. Just crazy stuff, man. That's what I like to do. I like to invent stuff, and it work out. It's a really good feeling when things actually work. It's worth all the grief. Is what I'm trying to say. It's a lot of headache making things, but if you can make a few things and see your work done, that makes you really feel like, oh yeah, this is what it's all about here. It's a very high reward payoff. You know, that's what I can explain it as. It can make you madder than hell, or make you happy. It's like a love-hate relationship, really, Bob. But I'm looking at the phone. I don't see any questions yet. Look at that shit there. I get the damn thing working. I thought the battery died. It wouldn't surprise me. It is dying. Well, I could get it like this. It'd take a bit. Make each one count. Probably take all night to charge this battery. I got one with a cord, but I don't like them. That's a lot of work. It's all your fault. It's all your fault. Anybody like figs? Look at them fig tree. Got 3 of them. Up there at the top, it's probably about a good, well, it's as high as the roof is, at the top of the roof. I got 2 of them. So every year we get figs. My grandmother usually makes jelly out of them. Plug this thing in. My grandmother said, I'm gonna plug that in for you. Get charged. Okay. Forgot. Now me, I'd leave the thing where the outlet's at. If I know I gotta plug something in, that's where it would be. Is that it? What's going on? Those crash particles. I uploaded those. I put them in the community post. I didn't make a video like say, crash particles version whatever. I just kind of got the old ones I had back working again, and changed them a little. But I love the sparks on the new one, or the one that I got now. Those are the ones I really like. There's some things that need to change in there, but for the most part, I like them. But those things are a constant. They're a constant thing. Every time you see them, you think, well, let me do it this way or let me do it that way. That's it. Remember to plug it in. And that thing's dead. But if anybody likes Mushroom, you'd love reality capture, because it can handle like 1,000 pictures. Mushroom runs out of memory after like a couple dozen or so. But I'd like that about trying to scan the inside of this garage and making this like a showroom, you know. I think that'd be pretty cool. One ugly showroom. It wouldn't do too well in here. The backlighting, that stuff back there, that messes up everything. Well, why am I not doing Beam? So I had to come over here and weed eat my grandmother's house. And I never do live stream on the phone anymore. I used to take it out. I go walking all the time and I'd look for things to scan for Beam. And I ain't walked as much. I got lazy. Well, not lazy. That's not a good word. I always say energy conservationist is what I practice being. Serving energy for when I really need it. Yeah, it's kind of warm out here today. We're in the state of Georgia, about 20 minutes south of Atlanta. It's hot as hell out here in the summer. Hot, stuffy. Don't get too cold in the winter, but I think it's hot as hell in the summer. I'm one of them ones, I'll be working out here. I start getting sweat in my eyes real easily. I don't know, man. I guess my eyebrows aren't bushy enough. They don't look like the guy that shot that guy from that health care place. He wouldn't have to worry about it. It'd catch every bit of sweat to come off his head. But no, mine passed right on through, man. He burned my eyes. So I thought, you know, with all that modding stuff we do in Beam, you know, maybe we could mod something in real life. What about this? I thought about like a headband kind of thing that you wear, and it's got like a windshield wiper blade on it. They go back and forth and get the sweat off. What y'all think of that? That's an invention idea. I've got a lot of crazy ones like that. A lot of crazy ideas. I had a really good one that even ChatGPT said, man, that's a great one. You could do something with that. But it's a third leg. It's for people that got to stand all day. You know, they stand all day long and their feet hurt. Well, the third leg would be a wearable thing that goes around your waist. It connects to the back of your belt, and it would extend out similar to how a car antenna does. But it'd have a little stationary thing at the bottom that'd kind of be like a foot. And the idea is when you're standing and you lean back on the third leg, then it takes off, it alleviates 33% of the stress going to your other feet. So you balance the load out. Your feet don't hurt as much. Oh man, if somebody actually wore that, that'd be pretty funny. I'm always trying to think of invention ideas, even though they're crazy. They're not really going to be anything I'd ever probably really make. I got 20% battery, and I'm waiting on that battery to charge a little bit. Maybe give it 5 minutes, and I'll probably have to get off this stream so my phone don't die. Yep. Pecan trees. Plum tree. Old shed. Look at that damn floor there. Oh, that was another thing my friend put on this roof to keep it from leaking. Put metal up there like it goes on like an old barn roof kind of thing. I meant to check to see. It rained a lot here. See if there's anything dripping in here. That looks like it's pretty much drying a bit. Look at it, they had all that stuff up there to catch the rain, like little buckets. That shit would never work, man. That would never work. My aunt's, not my aunt, my aunt's daughter, what's that? I don't know what you call that. Niece? I don't know, her boyfriend stored all his shit in here. All these tools and all that stuff. I said, you know, if I get that house, if I move into that house, all that stuff's got to go. Because this is going to be my weight room right here. I don't know if I put the computer in here, but I definitely put my weights in here. Have all this room. Yeah. Definitely do something like that. Now, my grandmother's old. I hate to think about it, but she's 90. And I've been living with my mother-in-law, with my wife in their house, about 17 years now. But this is ultimately where I'll end up being back at some point. I just try to get over here and visit as much as I can. Getting old sucks, you know. Getting old sucks. Start forgetting everything. You own a spoiler. Yeah, I made a spoiler that was made out of cardboard. Not in real life, in Beam, of course. And it looked pretty good. It was like a wing, kind of like a Mustang saline spoiler, kind of in the back. If you remember what them looked like. But it's cardboard. And I even did the physics for like the little duct tape, because I had duct tape holding it together. And then of course you got to have 2 or 3 little pieces sticking out that are not taped down, that are flapping in the wind. And so I did that. For some reason, loading that mod, it wouldn't load at all. I mean, it loaded, but I'm saying it didn't load enough stuff. It was that skibbity toilet thing. And the only thing that spawned was the toilet bowl, the turds, the water, the particle, and the toilet paper wheels. The head didn't spawn, the wings didn't spawn, the spoiler didn't spawn. And I have no idea why it didn't. I hadn't done anything to that mod since the last time I worked on it. And they changed something. It don't work right no more. All right. I reckon I'm going to run over here and check the battery again. Just wanted to kind of throw a quick message out there. I don't get out the house much. When I do get out, try to catch up on things, you know. But anyway, I'm going to get this done and get my ass back home. And see what we can make. Spoiler. Yeah, I don't know what kind of spoiler you want to make. I don't know. It's a lot of there's a lot of stuff involved with cars, but I don't think that's too hard to do. I mean, it wasn't too hard to put one on a toilet, so I don't think it's going to be too hard to put one on a car. Yeah, I haven't tried to make a professional looking one. I do got one you can Google though. Our YouTube search. It was one of the first things I made. It was a spoiler, an actual spoiler, and I stuck it on the top of the pickup truck, and it worked about as well as you'd expect. It blew off after driving a little bit. Now, if you want to make something crazy, that's what I like to do. Crazier the better. you know, and keeping it PG-13, of course. I won't get in trouble again with YouTube or Discord. No more naked women terrain blocks. They didn't like that too much. It looked real. They did. I got the model from Sketchfab, and I rendered a height map in Blender, and I rendered the orthographic, like straight down shot for the top texture or for the base material, and then had the game generate the height map based off of the scan from, or the shader from Blender. And the game did a pretty damn good job of it. I mean, you wouldn't think it was Beam. You'd think it was some other game. I did that with Iron Man too. And I tried to do it with like the motor of the car, like this old motor. So you're like driving on this old motor. So those are the fun things I like to do. You know, the things that nobody's doing. The crazy stuff. I like messing with lava too. That's something I always got an interest in. Anybody ask about lava, I'm all eager to get back into it. Oh yeah, let me see what I can do with that. Snow and ice, I haven't done much of that. I did make particles for the snow, but I thought it was pretty good. I had the particles so that the body of the car hitting the snow made a different particle than the tire. The one from the body made more of like an impact kind of like a tidal wave of snow, kind of. I was trying to think something else I was going to tell y'all. I can't think right now. I guess I'm going to get this done here, get my ass back home, and check my comments and stuff. And y'all know, if y'all ask a question, if I don't put a little comment, if I don't put a comment, or if I don't put a thumbs up, or put the little heart thing on there, then I didn't see it. I didn't see it. I don't look at any comments and pass them on. So if I look at a comment, I feel obligated to answer it. You know, I don't like pass it off to the next, you know, put that person at the end of the thing. But some comments go back over a year. I haven't got to. Quite a few of them. And the way I'm handling those is like, well, if I go back into that video for any reason, I'll see what comments were put in there after the fact. I'll answer them. But I try to get as many as I can, but realistically, I can get through about 5 a day. So I try not to answer them like quick answers. You know, people usually need help. You know, try to explain it a little better for them so they can understand a little easier. Ain't that right? I reckon I'm gonna get this going. So we'll be seeing you soon here. I'll get back home. I may try to get a couple pictures in here, maybe see how that does. I love doing old stuff, old wood, old metal. It's kind of like an art form, you know? We'll see y'all here in a few.